Let me introduce you to what I call a solutions mindset. A solutions mindset is when you're faced with a problem in business, like I have been, and like I'm sure I will continue to face every day. You look for a solution rather than fixating on the problem. So, what do I do? Let me give you an example of this in practice. LLCs, limited liability company, it's something that I wish to have before starting a business because I don't want me to make a bad business decision and to lose my house. Now, it's not my house, it's my parents, so I don't think I actually could lose anything, but I don't want to risk anyone around me. I just want business to be at risk. There's also some other benefits, like that's main one, limited liability, limited to the company. So I went and tried establishing it here in my country. I couldn't because I am underage. So I was unable to do that. And I fixated on that until I went, I'm going to be a businessman. Yes. What will I need? And like, if I have to wait until I'm 18, fine. What will I need to do for when I'm 18 to hit the ground running and absolutely bomb into the business? In case people wonder why, how has this man been established for 2 months and then it looks like he's got 8 years of experience? I'm not 10, by the way, just example. So I went, I'm going to need a payment processor, no matter what. Well, actually, first thought was I'm going to need a business bank account. You can't establish one of those without an Articles of Incorporation. You can't get one of those unless you're over 18. So I ignored that completely. So I went for a payment processor. You do need a business bank account to get a payment processor as well. But I didn't realize that until I found a solution. So I went to Stripe. I was looking at Stripe and I looked through their solutions and I noticed this thing, Stripe Atlas. And Stripe Atlas is the service where you pay them 500 quid and they basically do all the legislative stuff and set up an LLC. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And it said LLC in Delaware. I'm like, why Delaware? Like, do they only service people in Delaware? But that's where I came across the fact that they can get you an LLC in Delaware or C Corp. I'm not certain on it, if which one it is. And you can have that from anywhere. So from where I live, or South Sudan, or like anywhere, Mongolia, I could have it there. I'm not sure if that's true. But you don't have to be a resident. Can be a non-US resident and still have that. And you can be under 18. Which means I can get my business bank account. I can get my LLC. I can process money. And then I went about and I went, okay, but what if I want, is there many, like what my business is there many of that customer in Delaware? I was like, not much. So do I need to get an LLC in another state? And I thought I did. I was like, okay, New York. There's loads of people in New York. I'll go there. More expensive, whatever. I realized, seeing as I have an online marketing agency, that I don't need to have the authorizations, or at least I don't think I do, because I'm not in any area. I'm an online service, meaning I'm not there, meaning I sell to everywhere, which means I can set up anywhere, meaning I can go into business. I can do something that I've never been able to do before, meaning I will be a business owner and there's nothing holding me back other than my capabilities to perform at business. And I'm in no way concerned of those capabilities. Even though I have zero track record, I'm confident in my hard work ethic. So, take this to other things in your life. When you're faced with a problem, a difficulty, obstacle, roadblock, whatever name you'd like to put on it, whatever dressing you'd like to put on the cake, take a look at this. What will you need if you had this? What will you need if you didn't have this? And what will you need when you have it at the same time? And don't look too far in the future. There's no point in going, oh, well, I'm going to need a way to process payment. And then I'm actually going to need to get an accountant, a tax register, a solicitor. Yeah, you'll probably want all those three people. But do you need them day one? Probably not. You can go down to the library, get your Accounting for Dummies guide, balance the books for a while, come on tax day, you go up to someone and go, do you want to do me taxes? They'll laugh at you, you give them money, they'll do it. That might work. So don't go too far in the future, just stay here. When I have it, what will I do? So LLC, this is just, I'm really only relating to my stuff, because this is all I can tell you, this is what I'm doing. This is how I do. So, in future, when I face another obstacle, when I face an obstacle of maybe it's something to do with me being under 18, not being able to have residence in areas, maybe I need to pay these things. I'll be able to come up with solutions for it. So maybe I'm not certain what any of these problems could be. If I could see them, I'd already have them solved. But this is what I can say. When I come across them, this is the framework I will use. I will think, what if I didn't do this? How could I go around it? How can I go around the problem? How can I completely ignore it and just pretend I have it? And when I have it, when I pretend I have it, what else will I need as well? And that's my method. Go around, through, and across. That sounds pretty cool. And then you take that to any problem you have. So any problem you're facing right now, which I obviously do not know, take a look at that. And if that doesn't work, maybe Google your problem, because we're not that individual. If I had probably searched up how to set up an LLC under 18, I might have gotten the answer. But I didn't think of that. But I did think of this. And for some problems, Google won't always have the answer. So take that framework and use it yourself. The reason I didn't upload this last night is because I wanted this to be as valuable as possible, because this is like my first piece of content that's genuinely about my business and me running it, or me establishing it. I'm no longer an entrepreneur. I'm going to start my journey. From this episode forward, you can see me starting it. My next video will probably be about getting your first prospects, creating a prospect list, and then reaching out to these. And this is going to be cold leads. I've heard Alex Hormozi talk about warm leads, which is people you know, but it's kind of hard to sell marketing services to other people who are teenagers, who are in school, who have no need for marketing. I don't have many contacts. He said the 3,000 pool. I think I've got like 20 contacts. So if you want a personal experience from me, and if you can relate to that, those are my future videos that will be coming out. This is the start of a journey to my business, to $1 billion businesses. That's what I'm going to claim. It might happen when I'm 90, or it might happen when I'm 29. I don't know. Anyway, if this video provided value, watch some of my other stuff, wait out for my other stuff, turn notifications, all that malarkey to see it. I'm really proud of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and goodbye.